Hey, Blaine. Well, you jumped right in. Welcome in, everybody. Figured I'd just go live for just a little bit. Do a little recap of the rod run. Hey, Jimmy. What's up, babe? Jimmy saying hey to Blaine. Blaine saying hey to Jimmy. That was fun last night, Blaine, on VR. Gary with two R's. Hey, buddy. Saying hi, y'all. Hope everybody's had a good week so far. Hey, Virginia. She's saying hey to everybody. Hey, John Asper. Good evening from Beaver Nuggets, Ohio. Are you at a Buc-ee's right now? Or is that what you're having for dinner? Or is that the actual name of the place you're at? Blaine saying hey. Jimmy saying hey. Blaine says yes, it was a team last night. Yeah, I know it. What, 2 out of 3? We whooped them 2 out of 3, and shoot, they had top players on their team. That's what surprised me. I don't know how we won 2 out of 3. And I think the only reason that you lost the third one was because it had, kicked me. Well, it didn't kick me out, but it kept me from shooting anybody. All I could do was spectate. So I couldn't help our team. Jimmy says, yeah, my first day back to work. I was busy today. Yeah, I knew you didn't go home till yesterday. I'm glad you got home safe. Hey, Diane, saying hey to everybody. Jimmy saying hey. John says, I thought I'd put something different besides Columbus. So, okay. Well, I wasn't sure, John. That's the only reason I was asking. Virginia saying hey. Hey, Riley. Jeff, I was just watching the live. I commented on, then I seen this notification. Okie doke. Yeah, if it's that latest comment, Riley, I think I've already answered it. He's saying hey. Virginia's saying hey. Gary's saying hey. Blaine's saying started glitching. Yeah, it was glitching on me too, Blaine. They need to, I don't know what it is. Them 2 games, the Pirates and the Farm, because I went to Pirates afterwards, after you left, and we finally got some people in there, and it was doing, the music that they got in there, it was, all weird sounding and everything. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Sandwich has got and Sandwich is who created this world that me and Blaine's talking about, that we like going in and playing. I don't know if it's something on his end or what it is, but it's gotten worse here lately. John says, where are we at tonight? You don't know where, you don't recognize none of this, John? You don't recognize where I'm at? Fred says, and I'm just picking at John. Hey, Fred and Connie. Yeah, that's what I was hunting around, Fred, for exactly what you're saying right there. I actually was at another location, but it had security at it, so I didn't want to cause no trouble or no problems, so I left. But yeah, I was trying to get a different view for everybody, something different to look at. Let me get back here because it jumped on me again. Jimmy saying hey. Blaine saying hey. Virginia saying hey. Diane saying hey. Virginia saying hey. Hey, Candace Hill saying hey, Jeff, and Miss Tootsie. Yeah, she's with me. Fred's tagged everybody saying hey. Riley says yes, you did answer when you are heading back. When are you heading back to North Carolina? TBA, Riley. TBA. To be announced. I hadn't really told how long I'm here for. Uh, Fred saying hey, Candace is saying hey, Virginia's saying hey, Diane's saying hey, Candace is saying hey, Fred says it's just north, and I don't know why I'm. Yeah. I mean, Where's Valley's right in front of us, so Fred's letting John know where I'm at, and I don't know why I'm looking on my or scrolling on my phone when I got you all on this other phone. Because I've got it pulled up right here. Let's see. Candace is saying hey. Gary's saying hey. John says it looks like you're somewhere in Pigeon Forge off the Parkway. That'd be correct, John. That's Where's Valley Road, just right in front of us. That's the intersection. Jimmy says I know where you are at your facing 321. That's right, Jimmy. There's Leslie saying hi. Hey, Leslie. Virginia saying hey. Diane saying hey. Hey, Angie Sue. Hey. Saying hi to Jeff and Tootsie. Hey, Ed Griffith. Says hello, Jeff and Tootsie. If you're talking about the last night of Rod Run, you definitely got a different view. Yeah, I did, Ed. We'll get into that here in a little bit. That's what I say. I'm just going live for a little bit. Lord, right there goes a rod. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. I mean, that's one from this past weekend. We still got one in town. Hey, Pam. Saying hey, Jeff and Tootsie. Gary says, I think you're near 321. That's right, Gary. Blaine says, Ed, that was a bit nipply. Diane says, okay, Diane, that's no problem. Virginia's saying hey. Fred saying hey. Riley says, you finally moved there. Good for you, man. No, I hadn't moved here, Riley. I hadn't moved here. I'm only here for a little while. Not like last year, though. I will tell that much. I won't be here for 7 months this year. Let's see. Fred saying hey. Virginia saying hey. Ed retracted message. Jimmy saying hey. Everybody say no, I didn't move here, Candace. No, I didn't move here. Angie saying hey. Leslie says no, he didn't move. Yeah, Leslie knew I hadn't moved. It'd be nice, I guess, if I could move here. I just hadn't found anything that's affordable, number one, and number two, I guess, that's caught my eye yet. A couple years ago, I had found something. It wasn't here in Pigeon Forge, but I did find something, and I did go look at it. And it was only on the market 2 days, and there was people doing cash offers way more than what they was asking for. And I was going to offer what they was wanting, but there was like 10 other people that were offering way more than that, and so I didn't get to snatch that up. Let's see. Pam's saying hey. Ed saying hey. Virginia's saying hey. Jimmy's saying hey. Leslie's saying hey. Fred's saying hey. Everybody's saying hey right now. Candace is saying, oh, thank you, Leslie. Riley said he moved there, and I thought, how long have I been gone? Yeah, no, I hadn't moved here, Candace. I mean, as much as I've been coming, you'd think I lived here. What the heck? I wish I could get this on camera. There is a bird. That bird that just flew right in front of the camera, it landed right here on my side mirror. Just sitting there staring at me. Leslie's saying, hey, John says, looks like all the tourists have left. Yeah, I mean, there's still a little bit of a crowd here. But, yeah, mainly this is all local and people that probably live close by that's in town right now. I mean, we've had a few that's came to the campground, but it's, just a little over a handful as far as the past couple days. Everybody's saying hey right now. Jimmy says, Leslie, you got a haircut, didn't you? And Pam's saying hey. Leslie says, I just straightened it in my picture, Jimmy. Leslie says it's pulled up in a clip. And everybody's saying hey to everybody. Let's see, Fred says we got down to 35 here this morning. I was wondering how cold you got, Fred. I don't know that it got that cold here. By the time I woke up, it was like 40. And I mean, that was at 8 o'clock this morning. So I really don't know how cold we got this morning like I did yesterday morning, Fred. Candace says, news says Tennessee is one of the most moved to states. That's right, Candace. News is right on that. Blaine says, when I win the lottery, my first home away from home, there will be my first purchase. Right. I'm right there with you, Blaine, if we could just win the lottery. Candace says, so I'm not surprised. And Riley says, only rich people can live there full time. Land is so expensive there. Yeah, you're right, Riley. You're right. And that's what I say. You got these people that's got way more money than the rest of us that's offering dang near double the asking price, or they was a couple years ago. I don't know about now, but 2 years ago they were. Candace says, I've always wanted to live in Montana, but now, just like Tennessee, you have to be very rich. Right. Gary says, I think there is a guy living in Gatlinburg looking for a room. Gary. Gary. Jimmy's saying, hey. Candace is saying, hey. Blaine says, Candace, you're right. My brother-in-law lives in Montana and loves it. And John Esper says, we're supposed to have frost here Thursday night and then be up in the mid-70s on Saturday. Yeah, it's supposed to get back in the 80s by this weekend here, and then I saw mid-80s for next week. So I'm ready. I'm over this cold. Jimmy says, man, it was 29 up here. I was frozen to death. Yeah, I'm over the cold. I'm right there with you, Jimmy. Candace says, it's probably way worse now. Yeah, there's no telling, Candace. Dennis Jackson, hey, buddy, says, we made it. Hello, everybody. I was surprised you come in, Dennis. I know you're tied up at the moment. I wasn't expecting y'all in tonight, but I appreciate you hopping in. And if you can't stay long, I do understand, because I know what y'all got going on. Blaine says Jeff will be in the pool next week. Oh, Blaine, I'll probably be at the pool tomorrow. It's supposed to be mid-70s tomorrow after the rain gets gone in the morning. I know John and Leslie's getting rain right now in Ohio, and that's what we're supposed to get in the morning. But it's supposed to be over with by lunch or before lunch, and then get somewhat warm tomorrow afternoon. So I'll probably go to the pool tomorrow afternoon. Fred saying hey to Dennis, and Virginia saying hey to Dennis and Teresa. And I'm caught up at the moment. But yeah, that's what I say. I mean, I know I've been live just a few days ago, back-to-back nights, but I figured what the heck, I'll go live again tonight on the normal night, and at least chat for a little while with everybody and do a recap of the rod run. Riley says, Gary with 2 R's, maybe if I move in with him, he will quit asking for money and start holding his gas straight during life. I think that's what that symbol is, or smoke or something. I don't know. I can't figure out what that emoji is. Oh, camera. That's a camera. Sorry, I had to take my sunglasses off. Start holding his camera straight during the live. Y'all are crazy. Hey, De Niro. Yeah, I figured it out, De Niro, once I took my sunglasses off. Yeah, thank you, Leslie. Gary says, when I come down, I'll just check for you around the pool. Hey, that's fine, Gary. Hey, if you want to come get in the pool, I can have guests. I can have so many guests. So you're more than welcome to come to the pool too. All I got to do, all you got to do is let me know, and then all I got to do is let them know. Won't cost you a thing. Fred saying hey to De Niro, and Candace says, hey, I want to see the star of the show. I'll show her here in a few minutes, Candace. De Niro's saying hey to Fred and Connie. And Dennis is saying hey to everybody. Riley says, he went live today. I didn't even bother getting in there making funny. Lord have mercy. Y'all are crazy. Blaine says, Candace, I'm not in town. Oh, you meant Tootsie. Blaine. Lord have mercy. That's pretty good, Blaine. And so far I'm caught up. I guess the signal's all right. It looks all right on this cheap phone that I got here. Hey, Diamondback, saying, hey, Jeff and Tootsie and family. Candace is laughing with Blaine. Leslie says, Blaine has jokes. Oh, Blaine's always got jokes. He told a good one last night. I forgot what it was. But he told a good one last night. Fred says clear. Thank you, Fred. Dennis is saying hey. Fred saying hey. But yeah, I figured we'd at least chat for, probably an hour, something like that. I know I normally stay on 2 hours, but a couple of us is going to go fishing tonight. Because none of us is really, well, we finally got to fish last night, but that was our first night in dang near a week. None of us had been on VR. Because either we was out of town, or we was at Rod Run, or we didn't have nobody to play with. There's 3 of us. Ed says, sounds like that was a real good joke, Jeff. Yeah. Hey, Jimmy. Looks good in Georgia. Thanks for coming in, Jimmy. And that's Jimmy, and I don't want to butcher your last name, Jimmy Gilreath. Am I saying that right, Jimmy? And I might just say Jimmy G, because I know I got another Jimmy in here. But Jimmy Gilreath, let me know if I'm pronouncing your last name right. And if I'm not, I do apologize. I have trouble with some words and don't care to admit it. Leslie will let you know that. And Larry. Larry's probably home by now, but he might be eating dinner. Everybody's saying hey right now. Riley says, is there any place to go catfishing down? You know what, Riley? I really don't know. I would say, if I'm guessing, I would say up at Douglas Lake, they probably got catfish up there. That'd probably be the closest one. The next one would be towards Talco Plains. And if Talco was in here, he'd be able to let us know. But I would say Douglas Lake up there's probably got catfish in it. Okay, thank you, Jimmy G. I appreciate that. And the only reason I'll say Jimmy G is just so it makes it a little easier on me to keep up with the chat. Because that's the other thing I'm going to talk about. Fred saying, hey, bro. Blaine says, trout fishing as well, Riley, I'm thinking. Yeah, now there is trout fishing. He was asking about catfish. But if you are into trout fishing, shoot, there's trout that you can fish for at that campground I'm at. There's a creek that runs through the whole campground where I'm staying. And these people fish there, catch trout. Dan the Mountain Man, hey, buddy. Blaine saying, hey, Virginia saying, hey, Jimmy says, hey, Riley says, how much do I need to save for a 2-week vacation if I can stay as cheap as $50? Well, do $50 times 14, and I guess that's how much you'd need to save as far as to be able to stay. But you'd want to save a little more than that so you'd be able to eat and get gas and all that good stuff. I just don't know if there's any hotels that are $50. I know there's a few that's around 60 and 70, but I don't know of any that's as cheap as 50. John Esper, if you're still in here, what are you paying through the week at your hotel that you're at that's just right down the street there on the left? If you want to tell that, John. Because I know the La Quinta, which is right here behind me, I know they're not cheap. They're pushing $100 a night even right now through the week. Let's see. Everybody's saying hey to Dan right now. Fred says catfish is at Douglas Lake. Okay. No, I figured that, Fred. Usually any lake will probably have catfish. I mean, as far as that's right here, North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia. Blaine says, Riley, where are you staying for $50? So I didn't even see that comment because I was like, man, he finds a place for $50, doing good. I mean, you can camp for that much. You can definitely stay at a campground for that much a night if you wanted to camp, bring a camp or something. But as far as a hotel, they're more than that. Jimmy says the river at the knife shop has got, yeah, and that's part of Douglas. That part, I think that's part of Douglas Lake too. That's that same river. I think I'm telling that right. Jimmy says, years ago I used to fish all the time down there. And then it says, hey Jeff, tell my grandson Brandon hello. Hey Brandon. Hey Brandon, welcome in. Hang on, because he's watching, so let me get the star up here. Let me flip the camera around. Come here, Tootsie. Come on. Come on, get up here. Get up here. Come here. Got new people in here that's wanting to see you. I got to keep up with the chat. Get up there. Here's the star of the show, Brandon. Here's Tootsie. But hey, Brandon. Hey, thanks for watching with your papaw or grandpa. You know, I'm not sure what you call Dennis. He's daddy to me. John says during the week $89. During the weekend it's $129. And Riley says, I don't know, I looked around Christmas and I found four for anywhere from 50 to 80 a night with TripAdvisor. Okay, Riley. Well, that's good that you found one at $50. That's a good deal, especially at Christmas time. Good Lord, I'm surprised at that. John says if you stay somewhere for $50, you'll have bed bugs. Blaine says, Riley, that's good because campgrounds are just about more than that per night. And Candace said, well, the one that I'm at, Blaine's not well. I've got the monthly rate, but it is more by the night. So Blaine's right as far as the one I'm at. But now there is a campground that's just right up from me. That's around $40 a night. No kidding. There's actually a couple of them up from me. That's around $40 a night. Even on the weekends, it's maybe 60 at the most. But I know what campground Blaine's talking about too. Because the nicer campgrounds, if you stay by the night, you know, for a week or something and pay by the night, you're looking at close to $100, if not more than $100 a night. So it just all depends on where you stay, really. Candace is saying, hello, Miss Tootsie. We missed you, girl. Yeah, everybody missed you because I didn't have you at Rod Run. Yeah, Tootsie looks happy. Yes, she's happy. Fred says, there's the star, sweet girl. Daenerys waving at you, Tootsie. And Jimmy says she's beautiful. He says, do they have showers? Yes, especially the one that I'm at, and that's the reason I go the one that I'm at, because that was the first campground, and I've been camping since 2019. And of all the campgrounds that I had went to in North Carolina, when I came over here, and the Ridge might have changed it by now because they had just opened and was just building stuff. But the one that I'm at now, which is Pigeon Forge RV Resort, that was the first bathhouse, and it's classified as a private bathhouse. And what that is you got your own shower, sink, and toilet. But all the other campgrounds that I had stayed at previously, you showered by yourself, but as soon as you come out of the shower, you were out there with everybody else, shaving, pooping, peeing, brushing your teeth. Well, which, that's just part of being a camper or whatever. So that's the reason I've been staying at the one that I'm at now, is because it's better than being at home. I mean, it's clean, it's first class, it's all tile. It's not marble tile, but it's, ceramic tile that's got a design to it and stuff. Sit up here where they can see you. Let's see. Riley says, I need at least one shower a day. That's right, Riley. Leslie says, Jeff's campground has a fantastic shower. Don't ask me how I know. That's because they came and visit. Leslie's seen the bathhouse at my campground. Blaine says, Riley, check out some of the cabins at campgrounds. You might get a cheaper rate than hotel. Just depends on. Right. And Blaine's right on that, Riley. No, sit right here. I'm petting on you, honey. They want to see you. At least for a little bit. Yeah, depends on time of the year. That's right. Blaine's right on that, because usually January and February is when you can come over here and stay for dirt cheap, even at hotels, because I've done it. But by the time March hits, especially mid-March, from mid-March all the way through the end of the year, the prices just go up. Gary says, Leslie, how do you know? Asking for a friend. Yeah, it says, don't drop the soap. As far as in them community bathhouses. Because when I stayed here, it said private bathhouse. And I wasn't picking up on that till I went to it. And I was like, holy moly, this is nicer than the one I got at home. Blaine says, Leslie, are those showers made for two? You can fit two in them, Blaine. They're big enough. They're big enough to fit two people if you wanted two people in them. The handicap, she's wanting to lay back down. The handicap bathroom that they have there, Lord have mercy, you could probably get 6 people in it, but it's because it's handicapped. I mean, it's huge. I've never used it, but I have seen it. Let's see, Candace says, oh, do tell, Leslie. Candace is laughing. Riley says, Blaine, I don't know how to book online. I would have to pay in person. And then I do that. I don't book online, Riley. I usually call wherever I'm going to stay. I usually call because I want to talk to a human being. I don't do that online booking mess, because sometimes you can get a better deal, if you call and talk to somebody in person and sweet talk them. Leslie's laughing at Blaine and Candace and Gary. Hey, Josh and Stacy, saying, what's this shit? Gary says, there's the birthday boy. Yeah, Joshy had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Joshy. Blaine says, hey, Joshy, hope you had a great birthday. Everybody's saying hey to Joshy and Stacy. Hey, Patrick Farrell, saying hey there, y'all. Candace is saying hey. Joshy's saying hey. Virginia's saying hey. Joshy's saying, Blaine, it was awesome. And John says, Tootsie's happy just as long as she's getting petted. That's right, John. That's right. John knows, because she sat in John's lap when he was in town last week. He's a pet owner. So Joshy had an awesome birthday then. That's good. Jimmy's saying hey to Josh and Stacy. Riley says, I wished I could hire Vacation Station TV as a tour guide next time I come down. Well, all you'd have to do, Riley, is just ask Jeff from Vacation Station TV. He'd probably, that's kind of what he don't do that, but who knows, if you pay him money, he'd probably show you around and show you all the best places, because he'd be the one that knows. Him and Josh and Stacy that's on here, and Dry Creek Beer Care. Them three. Them's the 3 go-tos if you want to know Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. Josh is saying hey to everybody. Blaine says, just asking if I could get 2 in the shower. Got to conserve water. Yeah, they like conserving water, that's for sure. Because there's only one shower out of the 13 that they have that you got really, really, really good pressure, and that's usually the one that I try to snatch up, which I'm able to now because there's nobody staying there hardly, except for the full-timers. John saying happy belated birthday, Joshy. Fred saying hey to Joshy, asking how the family's doing. Joshy's thanking everybody. Dennis is saying hey to Joshy and Stacy. Leslie's saying hey to Joshy. Joshy says, hey Fred, we're great, how are you? And Joshie's saying hey to Leslie. Fred's saying good thanks to Joshie, that he's doing good. Fred's saying hey. Angie's saying happy birthday, Joshie. Joshie's saying thank you, Angie. Jimmy says happy birthday, Joshie. Blaine says I get happy when I get petted as well. Just ask my wife. Blaine. Fred says, Blaine, did you get your flea and tick shots? Joshie's thanking Jimmy Spencer. And Riley says, have you tried the new Asian restaurant in Wears Valley? I haven't, Riley. Matter of fact, I hadn't even been to Wears Valley yet since I've been here. I hadn't rode down that way, and this week I'm probably going to be going that way because I want to go ride up on the Foothills Parkway. I want to see those views again. And I'm actually thinking about going to Maryville tomorrow. I got told about something, so I'm probably going to make a little bonsai run to Maryville tomorrow. Blaine's saying, not yet, Fred, laughing. And Virginia's saying, happy birthday to Joshie. Riley says, do they have a year limit on the camper you can bring to your campground? Like, what's the oldest camper you can take there? That is the one other thing that I love about the campground I'm at. They do not, what's the word I'm trying to use? Y'all help me out. Y'all usually help me out. They don't, they don't care. There's no looks, age limit, or nothing. They are, I can't think of the darn word I'm trying to use. They don't discriminate. There we go. I'll finally get it out. Yeah, Fred just said it. Not discriminatory. Yeah, they don't discriminate against campers coming in. All you have to tell them is the width and length of your camper as far as at the campground that I'm at. And that's one good thing that I like, because Riley's right, though. I have seen other campgrounds and been to other campgrounds where if your camper is older than 10 years old, they will not let you in. They won't let you stay at their places. And I think that's a crock of junk, because you got a lot of these people that pull these campers that can't afford nothing. They can only afford what they have, and they've tried to take care of it the best they can. I mean, my camper's, 6 years old here in just a few weeks. It still looks good, but it's already going to be 6 years old. But that's the thing, you got a lot of these families that can't afford nice campers or, tens of thousands or $100,000 rigs and stuff like that. And I guess it's a way for them to maybe keep riffraffed out or something. I don't know, but still yet though, I feel sorry for campgrounds that's got to discriminate on how old your camper looks, because I have had people come in with campers that look like they've ready to fall apart or whatever, and you go meet them and they're the nicest people you've ever met, would give their shirt off the back for you and help you and whatever else, and it's like the old saying goes, you don't judge a book by its cover, and so that's why I like the campground that I'm at, because they don't discriminate on how old your camper is, what it looks like. They're going to be nice to you no matter what you come rolling in with. Joshie says, thank you, Virginia. And then Fred was giving me my word there for me. And Blaine's helping me out too there. I appreciate that. Riley says, I can find a camper for like $3,000 that's livable to pull behind my F2. There you go. Well, that's just what I was saying, Riley. You be able to pull that right in there, and they won't think nothing of you. They won't look down on you or talk bad about you or anything. They'll open arms. Because they treat everybody the same. It don't matter if you're in a $1 million rig or you're in a $1,000 rig. They're nice to everybody. The only reason that they wouldn't be nice is if you're causing trouble or showing your hind end, doing stupid stuff. Blaine says, glad, because most RVs nowadays are over 10 years old. Ours is 8 years old and looks better than some too. You're right, and I'm right there with you, Blaine. I'm right there with you. And I didn't get a video or anything at the campground over Rod Run, but I loved those Shastas, and one of them was called a Yellowstone. Them real old antique looking campers. They were staying in the campground this past weekend during Rod Run, and I wished I'd have got a video on those, but I didn't, and that's my fault. Candace says, if I could afford a camper, I would only choose an old teardrop. There you go, Candace. Like one of them Shastas or something like what I got. I mean, shoot, if you don't have a family and it's just you and maybe a couple of pets or whatever, I mean, teardrops work great. I mean, you don't need the biggest and best thing, because, and this is just my opinion, the bigger you got, the more headaches you got, the more stuff that can go wrong. Now granted, if I had a family though, I wouldn't be able to do or have, what I'm staying in. There'd be no way, because there's no room. Hey James, hey buddy. Let's see, Blaine says, Riley, get you a truck camper and put that thing on the bed. Those are nice. Lance makes there you go. That's another good idea. I'm glad I didn't even think about that, Blaine. But Blaine's right, Riley. Now, of course, they're not cheap, though. I mean, you can probably find one that somebody's had that's wanting to sell. But those are nice also, though. And you can stand up in them. They're actually bigger than mine. Some of them are. And then plus you could just drop it, drive out from underneath it, and go do whatever. Don't even have to unhook or nothing. Just lower the darn stabilizer legs, pull out from underneath it, and you're done. And then there's where James, hey James, hey babe, saying hey to Jeff and Tootsie. Fred's saying hey. Dennis says, Blaine, my fifth wheel is 10 years old, and they haven't turned me down. There you go. And James saying hey to Fred. Blaine says, I don't think most will, Dennis. I have friends who have RVs that's older than me and no issues. And that's right. Candace says, I love the retro. I do too, Candace. And she says, I only have a big dog. I got a little dog. she's smiling. Blaine says, size ain't always better. Our 40-foot is nice, but more to fix. You're right, Blaine. You're right. Diane says size doesn't matter. Ed says, Jeff, I hardly ever get a hotel or a motel room. I always stealth camp. That way I can camp anywhere I want to. There you go, Ed. Hey, there's people that do that too. Hey, they was a crowd that came in, and some of the workers questioned it, but I told them, I said, no, they can do that. And what it was, they had this minivan, and they converted it. They put a homemade bed in this minivan, and that's what they slept in. And then they pitched a pop-up tent out behind it to give them, a room to cook and to hang out and sit around. And that's what they did there for, I think they stayed 3 or 4 days, if I remember right. This was last week. But they was just in a regular minivan, about like what the Harvey 5 drives. And I was like, yeah, you can do that. They don't, at least, don't quote me on this. I don't know about Tennessee for sure, but I think I'm right. But I know North Carolina, you can camp in a van, stay in a van, sleep in a van, and they can't say nothing about it because there's no law against it. Okay, Jimmy G. Hey, thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate it. Diane's keeping her mouth shut. Wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, yeah, because she said size doesn't matter. Yeah, Blaine says, exactly, Diane. Just need a little bit. Blaine says, true, Ed. Get you a cheap membership to the fitness gym and get your shower at Planet Fitness. Yeah, there's people that do that too. Everybody's saying good night to Jimmy G. And Ed says, hey, can you save a lot of money? Or you can save a lot of money that way. That's right, Ed. Ed says, Blaine, I wanted to save money. I'm going to go to the creek. There you go. And Riley says, I would love to stay at Cades Cove Campground, but I hear you have to book a year in advance. I'm sure that's right. Do you know, Joshy, if you're still in here? I think Riley's right. I don't know that much on Cades Cove. And Dennis and Teresa Jackson that's in here. They would know as well. Diane says, Blaine, my Anytime Fitness membership is free because I'm old. And there's Amanda. Amanda, please. It's Amanda, please. It's Amanda, please. Lord have mercy. Get the macaroni and cheese. Hey, Amanda. Blaine says, Riley, and certain sizes on Cades Cove. Okay. So they've got restrictions in at Cades Cove. I didn't know that. Of course, I've never looked into it. Okay, and then it says he's not sure about that either as far as at Cades Cove. Dan says, I don't plan that far ahead. And Ed saying, hey to Amanda. And I'm caught up at the moment. Amanda says, J is for Jeff. T is for Tootsie Superstar. Yeah, I was showing Tootsie there a little bit ago, Amanda. I had her up here because Dennis is with his grandson and he wanted to see Tootsie. Hey, New York's finest. Hey. Hello, everyone. Where's Tootsie? I just came in. All right, come here, Toots. New York City's finest is wanting to see you right quick. I'll show you again. Come here. Come here. I know. Up here. There you go. Hold on. All right, we'll flip the camera around. There she is. She's here. I was showing her a little while ago, New York City's finest. She's with me. She's saying hi. Amanda's saying hey to Ed. And then New York City's finest is saying yes. Yep, there she is. But yeah, like I said, I was going to go live tonight for a little while, chat with everybody that came in. I appreciate everybody coming in. Roddy says, Blaine, I would probably buy a tent from Walmart and stay in the tent, then throw it out after I'm done. Now, that's the only thing that the campground I'm at, they don't allow tent camping. They don't allow people to put up a tent or anything like that. You can't. That's the only downfall as far as at the one that I'm staying at. But other than that, you can bring any RV, any camper, any car, or whatever. They don't look down on that. You just can't tent camp. And I should have mentioned that earlier when we was talking about it. Amanda says it's another neon. And Leslie says, there she is, Miss America. Yeah. And she's ready to get back down in her seat. There she goes. And Fred's saying hey to Amanda in New York City's finest. I'm good. New York City's finest. I'm doing good. I appreciate you asking. I cannot complain. Amanda saying hey to Fred. Ed says, well, Jeff, if you only got one bed in your camper, where's the other 6 kids supposed to stay? I don't have 6 kids. I don't even have 1 kid. I just got Tootsie. Tootsie's my youngin'. And she either sleeps beside me or at my feet, depending on what mood she's in, I guess. And sometimes she'll get up in the window and sleep because there's like a little ledge, and it's mainly a seat for how my camper's made. But I've got a pillow up there where she likes laying on so she can be able to stare out the window and watch the world go by. New York City's finest is saying awesome and saying hey to Fred and Connie. And says, yes, you have Tootsie. That's right. That's right, I've got Tootsie. Blaine says, no kids you know of. Yeah, no kids that I know of and none that I'm paying for. Amanda Please says, it's Amanda Please, it's Amanda Please. Lord have mercy. Time for crazy ass dinner show. Well, they're the campground employees have went to a show tonight. They went to the Dixie Stampede. That's where they're at right now, as far as the employees. They're, I guess, went to get them some grub and watch a show. And yes, I still call it the Dixie Stampede. That daggum saying Dixie's racist or a bad word or whatever else. That's horse junkie. I'll say Dixie all day long. There's nothing racist about it. Yeah, they're eating hens. There you go, Amanda. Yeah, they're eating hens. They did tell me, well, Charles actually told me. Well, I take that back. Ann told me first, and then Charles told me also that the Dixie Stampede had changed their dinner menu, and you don't get a baked potato anymore. You get some kind of other potato, and I forget now what they said it was, the kind of potato you get now, but they did away with the sliced baked potato, undoubtedly. Riley says, hey, I found camping for $20 a day, paid parking lot. There you go. There you go, Riley. When I say as far as camping in a car, I'm sure you got to be at a campground. I don't know that you can, well, I know Walmarts and some Cracker Barrels, will let you stay the night in their parking lots. I really don't know how all that works either, so I don't want to say too much because I hadn't really done research on how that works yet. And I know every state's different, because some Walmarts have stopped the overnight camping. I don't think the one here in Tennessee has, or at least here in Sevierville, but I know some have. They serve Mr. Potato Head, Amanda. I think Candace says, I retired from the barrel. They don't care at all. You just need to let them know is all. Okay, Ken, well, that's good information to know. I didn't know that you had to let them know, but I knew that the Cracker Barrels would let you do it. So that's good information to know. So I appreciate that, Candace. Leslie says, it's still a herb roasted potato. That's what we got when we went a few years ago. Okie doke. And then Candace says, they like to know. And I'm caught up right now at the moment. I didn't wash the car, but I did wash the windshield, because the windshield had bugs all over it. And it's supposed to rain, like I say, in the morning. Or, well, late tonight and early in the morning. And so I wasn't going to wash the car, but I did scrub the windshield, just so that way windshield be clean. Blaine says Cracker Barrel is free, but just overnight, not multiple nights. Okay, just ask and be respectful for them letting you know, like eating a meal there as a thing. Right. Oh, I'd definitely be eating a meal. Y'all know me in Cracker Barrel. I'll definitely eat a meal at the Cracker Barrel. That wouldn't be a problem at all. I'll go right in there and get my hamburger steak or get my breakfast, whatever the case may be. Lord, right there goes, oh, that ain't rod. Well, there's a few rods on that trailer. But I guess that's the last little bit that's leaving out, that was left behind to be hauled. Amanda Please says Cracker Barrel, quick country ham, and they don't tell you anything, and I got a ham steak. Okay, well, I didn't know that, Amanda. Riley says, I have seen people truck camping in the Smoky Mountain National Park on TikTok and on here. Yeah, I guess you can in certain places. I'm just not real sure on all that though, Riley, because I've never done it and never looked into doing that. Blaine says, me either. Get my breakfast or meatloaf. There you go. And Amanda says it was good, but they should be truthful. Well, yeah, if especially if you ask for something and they know they don't have it, and then they send you out something to supplement, yeah, that's kind of not right. I get what you're saying there, Amanda. I mean, that'd be like me going to Wendy's and ordering a burger and getting chicken or something of that nature, just getting something different than what I ordered. So, I mean, I can understand what Amanda's saying there. Candace says it was 20 years at the barrel, and during that time, and to this day, I still eat there, and that says something when you work in a restaurant. Yeah, I can understand that too, Candace. Matter of fact, I'll probably be hitting Cracker Barrel this week just because it's been a couple weeks since the last time me and Tootsie went. So I'll probably hitting it this week. Blaine says, speaking of Cracker Barrel, you said it best, or you said best was last one before Gatlinburg on the right. Right. Yeah, the best one is straight down the way we're looking right now. It's on this side of the road on your right, going towards Gatlinburg. It's the Cracker Barrel that's down there almost before you get out of Pigeon Forge. That right down there on the right. This is the intersection of 321 and Parkway, pretty much smack dab middle of Pigeon Forge, and you just head towards Gatlinburg, and it's the last Cracker Barrel on your right. There's one right up here, just right behind me. Somebody's blowing the horn. I don't know who. New York City's Finest says, Jeff and Tootsie, I always pray that you're both safe and excellent health and happiness and spirits. Thank you, New York City's Finest. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you coming in the other night, too, during the live shows. There's Larry Harvey. Says, it's Larry, please. It's Larry, please. Every time I see Amanda here, I say, oh, geez. Larry. She's been good tonight, Larry. New York City says, I pray this for everyone on this app. And we appreciate it, New York City's Finest. Appreciate all the prayers. Everybody's laughing at Larry. Blaine says, I'm going to hit that one up. Been a while since I ate at that one, but it was a good deal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Josh and Stacy will tell you it's good. Rob and Denise. There's a few others in here. I mean, that's the better one of the three that's in this area. I don't know why that is. It must be the cook that they have, I guess. Because they all got the same food. It's all the same food. But I guess it's just maybe the cook does a little trick to it that none of the rest of them know about. Who knows? Riley says, is Maggie Valley worth the drive? It is. It's worth the drive. I mean, it's, aggravating going up and over the mountain that you're looking at right there, right straight in front of you, especially if you catch it on a busy day. But yeah, Maggie Valley's worth the drive. I've been to Maggie Valley. I've been to Cherokee. The only city that I haven't been to yet, but probably will be going here in the next few weeks, is Bryson City. I've been by it, but I haven't been down in Bryson City. I want to go see the trains and stuff. I'm looking forward to doing that. Virginia says, that's the one we used to eat at too, Jeff. Well, hey, there you go, Virginia. And then New York City's Finest is laughing with Larry. And Fred says, noted for future reference. And Fred says, hey to Larry, please, Larry. Or Larry, please, at Larry Harvey. And Blaine says, yes, Riley. And Virginia's saying, hey. Candace says, best night for dinner at CB is Wednesday. Broccoli cheddar chicken. Yeah, and my crowd, Candace, right quick, they like going on Thursdays for the chicken and dumpling. No, turkey and dressing. I was getting ready to tell that wrong. They go for the turkey and dressing. And if I'm telling it right, I think that's Thursday nights. Dan the Mountain Man saying hey to Larry. Amanda says, I'm doing a good job entertaining or annoying. Well, there you go. Larry saying hey. Blaine saying hey to you stud muffin, Larry. Amanda says Virginia baked ham is good. Oh yeah, Virginia can make some dang good meals. She's been sending me pictures here lately of what she's been making. I'm gonna tell you, that lady can cook. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Virginia, while I'm on here, before I forget, me and Fred's done talked about it, and I told Fred I was gonna meet, and I guess Fred forgot to remind me, but I remembered it on account of that comment. Me and Fred might be making a bonsai run to Pennsylvania and hunting you down so you can feed us. We'll pay you. We'll pay you for it. But we want to eat some of them meals that you've been fixing, Virginia, since you won't do no videos. Let's see, everybody's saying, Larry says, hey, Blaine, you beefcake. And Amanda says, Liberty City Park is a nice place to rest. And Blaine says, Tennessee should have best Cracker Barrels. It started in '69 in Lebanon, Tennessee. There you go. I might have already known that. For some reason, that does sound familiar to me, that it started in Tennessee. Dennis says, okay, gotta go. See you later. Hey, I understand, Dennis. Y'all have fun. Enjoy. Tell Teresa I said hello. And Brandon, tell Brandon I said hello again. And thanks for coming in tonight. Blaine says, thanks, Larry, I guess. And Candace says, yep. And says, it's Thursday all day. Talking about the turkey and dressing. And Larry says, I need Cracker Barrel pancakes with those crispy edges. There you go, Larry. Riley says, I guess Popcorn Sutton spent a lot of time over in Gatlinburg area back in the day. Oh, I'm sure he did, Riley. I know who you're talking about. I knew you meant all day, Candace. And then Candace says, oh, Larry with peanut butter. Yum, yum, yum. Ed says, hey, Jeff, I heard on the news today that Cherokee is going to start getting populated again with tourists. I hadn't heard that, Ed, but I'll start listening for it. And I guess that's a good thing for Cherokee, because when the casino went in there, it killed the town itself. But it's because all them Indians are sitting back getting money raked into them while they're just sitting at the house. And I don't blame them for doing that. Larry's laughing at Candace. Or drooling or something there. Leslie says, yes, she sure can. All of her food looks amazing. It does, Leslie. Oh, Lord, she made 4 pies today. Virginia has made 4 pies today. And Leslie, and that's where Leslie said, yes, she sure can. All of her food looks amazing. And then Candace says, I want to ride in the truck to Virginia's. And Gary says, Jeff, let's all charter a bus and go see Virginia. Get to cooking, Virginia. There's no telling. I mean, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if some of us don't get together and say, hey, Virginia, you care for some company? You know, we don't have to stay at her place. Just come by and eat. Say, hey, eat, hang out for a little bit, and then leave. Hey, Jimmy, good night, buddy. Don't work too hard tomorrow. I appreciate you coming in. Leslie says, yes, I love Cherokee when it was little. Now it's so sparse. Yeah, you're right, Leslie. Everybody's saying good night to Jimmy. Blaine says, Gary, I have CDL with bus, passenger endorsement, so I'll drive. Let's go. There you go. So we got us a driver now. Ed says, yeah, they're going to start selling legal marijuana. Oh, that's already happened, Ed, if that's what you're talking about. I already knew that. That started first of the year, if I remember right, or at the end of last year. If you belong to the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, you'll get to buy it. If you're, if not, you'll have to take a note from your doctor. I don't know. I think it's anybody and everybody. You just got to be in Cherokee. You got to stay in Cherokee. At least that's what I got told. But you might be right on that, Ed, because I don't know for sure, so don't quote me on that. But I did know that they legalized it. But I was told it was just in Cherokee city limits, and that's it. Like, you can't go outside the city limits with it. Fred says, Blaine has a 45-foot camper. It could hold all of us. Blaine says free. And Dan says, it was fun to go to Cherokee when I was young. Now it's nothing in town. You're right, Dan. I mean, I went when I was little. You watched the Indians do their dancing. You got to pay to watch a chicken lay an egg. And you had the bow and arrows. You had the tomahawks. You had your headwear that you could get with the feathers and stuff. I mean, I remember every bit of that. And it's not like it anymore. Virginia says, you want hubby to throw me out on my ear? Oh, we won't. Hey, we'll get you to sweet talk hubby, Virginia. we'll get you to sweet talk hubby. We'll pay him extra just for letting us come by. Virginia saying good night to Jimmy Spencer. Leslie says, y'all are scaring Virginia. She's wondering how she's going to get out of feeding all you people. Yeah, no, Virginia knows better. She knows better. Yeah, she knows better. Candace is laughing. Yeah, then yeah, she's gonna start looking for a place to hide. She's probably sitting there thinking, Lord have mercy, why did I give these people my phone number? they gonna come and eat me out of house and home. Yeah. But no, Virginia, she'll still send us food pics of what she's cooked, and she'll keep on doing that and not think nothing of it. Ed says, I thought they just passed that. It happened I'm pretty sure it was first of the year, Ed. I could be wrong, but I swear it was first of the year, because I was home. I was home when I found that out, because I'm only an hour and a half from Cherokee, so my news picks up news on stuff like that. Blaine says, Leslie, she's done looking at other states to move now. She's done looking to other states to move to now. And Leslie says, exactly. Ed says, I think I got Cherokee in me. And Riley says, I heard Cherokee is going to sell recreational weed with no metal. Right, there you go. That's what I'd been hearing too. You just got to stay within the city limits. It's about like Gatlinburg. I mean, Gatlinburg, I think it's legal in Gatlinburg. Walk around with it. As long as it's the kind that came from Gatlinburg. I don't know that for sure. If Dry Creek Beer Care or Josh and Stacy, they might still be in here. They might would know. But I know when you go to Gatlinburg, man, that's all you smell. I mean, all you gotta do is just roll your windows down. You'll smell it. Because I know they sell it. I've seen it in stores. I said if you're from out of state. Oh, gotcha. Sorry, I misread that then, Ed. Sorry, I apologize. He said, what I heard on news, if you're not Cherokee, then you'll have to have a medical card. And then Candace says, Virginia hubby be like, look what the cat drug in. Ed says, I know they grow it over there. Let's see. Let's make sure I hadn't missed nobody. Leslie says, last time we went, the Indians asked if they could put on their show for us. We, of course, said yes. We finished. They asked for tips. I would gladly gave, but I had no cash. They said we don't do this for free. And Blaine says, Virginia, Pawpaw will be okay with us, especially me. I'm his favorite grandchild. And Leslie says, they were ridiculously rude. I'm glad we had no cash now. Bless your heart, Leslie. I don't remember us having any trouble with the Indians. Well, of course, I was little, though. I was little. Riley says, I'm surprised Tennessee is not selling recreational weed yet. It would definitely be good for taxes. They're trying to, Riley. I've been hearing it on the news here. The governor or senator, one or two, they're trying to pass it where you can be able to do that for the ones that want to. Virginia says, Candace, he hates YouTube and would have a holy fit. He is highly jealous, although I don't know why, as old as we are. And, well, there's nothing wrong with that, Virginia. That means he loves you. The whole wide world loves you with all his heart. I mean, shoot. If like my grandparents, if you can grow old together and be married that long and still be jealous and stuff, I get that. That's true love. That's the way I look at it. Candace says, I would say being a toker, in parentheses there, I wouldn't buy weed from someone I didn't know. You won't know what's in. That's true, Candace. That's true. The dispensaries, though, I think they regulate them. Like that's what Gatlinburg's got. And matter of fact, it's here in Pigeon Forge now. One of these live shows, I'll show it. I saw it. It's right behind me. And the only reason I know about it is because, like I said, it's right behind me. It's on this side of the road. It's a brand new store undoubtedly, or it's been there for a little while. But their sign is advertising. It says real THC sold here. That's what their advertisement sign says. I am not kidding. The store's just right up behind me here. It caught my eye when I was sitting in traffic, headed back to the campground. I was like, holy moly, looky there. Candace says, oh, I bet, Virginia. And Leslie says, we didn't have any trouble when I was little either. You're talking about now. You're talking about now. Got you, Leslie. Leslie says, Virginia's pies. I just got a picture. Well, I guess she might have sent it to me, but I wasn't looking at my phone where I get the text. So she's probably sent it to me too. Candace says, I've never been in a weed shop in all my life. It's illegal here where I live. Blaine says, shoot, I wouldn't want to see some people high. They act crazy sober. You're right, Blaine. Riley says, but the CBD from Tennessee Valley Dispensary in Sevierville area definitely has a kick. Ask me how I know. So I guess you've tried it then. Fred says, it's all your good cooking, Virginia. And I'm caught up at the moment. I forgot to bring me a drink. My darn mouth is getting dry, but that's all right though. It's already after 8:30, and I wasn't planning on chatting long. So anyhow, right quick, what I was gonna tell as far as Rod Run, and it's not really much to it. I know I titled it Rod Run Recap, but Rod Run was fun. Had a good time. You know, Friday night show was decent. Really wasn't a whole lot that went on. Aggravated me that I couldn't get a signal this year like I did last year. I don't know what's changed, what's different, but anyhow, but Saturday night show, I have kicked myself, or not kicked myself in the foot, wrong saying. I have done it to myself as far as me not wanting for my channel to grow and not be getting subscribers and keeping the YouTube family small, because it's all I can do to keep up with the chat as it is. I have pretty much thrown that out the window because of Saturday night's show. That daggum episode, live show, whatever you want to call it, has blown up. And the only reason I know that is because I've got on and answered questions. And when I went to the analytics, I've sat there and gained all these subscribers and getting all these views and these darn watch hours. And I'm sitting there thinking, boys, they're going to ask me if I want to get monetized here before long. And I'm not going to do it. But now I'm nowhere near getting monetized. I'm not even at 500 subscribers yet, which is good because I'm not complaining. I don't want to, but I guess I'm gonna have to quit shooting rod runs because every time I do rod run, my darn channel goes crazy. So I can only blame myself, though. I can only blame myself. So anyhow, But that's pretty much it in a nutshell as far as with rod run. I did see on Facebook that we didn't get to see it rod run, and and somebody's caught it. It's not a YouTuber, I don't think, because this was on Facebook. And y'all let me know if any of y'all saw it on video, because I really hadn't watched rod run videos other than Rob and Denise's and Jeff's. You know, I've seen theirs, but nobody else's. But Facebook, though, somebody caught a lawnmower that had a sidecar on it, and it was a husband and wife. He was hauling his wife on a lawnmower in a sidecar. Has anybody else see? Okay, Fred said he saw that. Did you see it on Facebook, Fred, or did you see that on somebody's YouTube from Rod Run? Because I never saw it out. Even when I went and looked at cars Thursday night, Leslie said she didn't see it. If I can find it again, Leslie, I'll send it to you on Facebook. And I should have done that. I saw it in the news feed because I'm getting all this Rod Run stuff on Facebook for some reason anyway. I mean, it's like every other thing. It's something to do with Rod Run, them squatted trucks, squatted cars, and then of course that one that I just told you about with the lawnmower, and then there was something else. I can't remember what it was now. But other than that, though, I mean, I had a good time. I survived Rod Run. I had a real good time. You know, and like I say, but the good part about it is, though, if it does like it did from the fall, my channel will drop back down, which is fine with me. I'm just, I'm tickled and happy with what I got right now. Because like I say, I'm keeping up with y'all, the best I can as far as with the chat and stuff. And let me get back to the chat too, because I'm sure I'm behind now. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Okay, Blaine says, shoot, I wouldn't want to see. Okay, wait a minute, I've read that. All right, Blaine says Saturday was boobylicious. Yeah, that woman, I'm telling you, that woman, I wasn't expecting that. All the other ones that I've had on video, or that's seen on video that I've caught, it's pretty much a flip up, flip down, kind of quick, flash, whatever you want to call it. That woman, she must have been proud of them. She must have been proud of them, because she didn't see me with the camera at first either. That's what was crazy. I mean, she pulled right up just perfect. It stopped. Let's see. Leslie says, Rod Run, bouncing titties. Everybody loves Joyce. Leslie, it says, I think I'm going to have to take my phone in for a tune-up. It's not saying the words right. Oh, that's fine, Ed. Sometimes I can decipher what you're trying to say, Ed, so that's no problem. Candace is laughing at Leslie. Fred says, mother jugs and rods. There you go, Fred. Diamondback says CBD is THC Delta 8, not to be confused as THC Delta 9. That's the real weed. They are as different as night is today. I have glaucoma and have the real prescribed to me. Riley says, yes, and I've smoked the real stuff for years, and I still have the CBD pen from when I was there in September. I smoke it when I can't sleep. Ed says, Diamondback, I'll never have to worry about glaucoma. And Fred says, saw that. Leslie says, I didn't see that. They're talking about the lawnmower with the sidecar right there. Fred said he saw it on Facebook. Diamondback's laughing at Ed. Riley says, but you show the cool stuff from Rod Run. Keep doing Rod Run. Well, I'm planning on doing the Rod Runs, as long as I can. as long as I can. I'm not saying I'm doing them here from the rest of my life or anything, but I'll do them as as long as I can. If I'm blessed to be able to be over here when it's happening. Blaine says she thinks his tractor's sexy. Fred says also lawnmower jacked up with wheels. I didn't see that, Fred. Dan says just do what you like to do. Thank you, Dan. Hey, Kentucky Leisure. Hello, Jeff. Hello, everyone. Got in here a little bad word. You're fine, Kentucky. You know me. Everybody can come in and come and go as they please. There's no set time. Ed says, Jeff, at least your channel's not getting trolled to death. Well, I mean, if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm happy with what I have right now. I mean, but if it grows, like I said, it's going to do it on its own. It's going to do it on its own. But there again, though, if it starts getting a little too much, I'm going to have to, I guess, watch what I film or watch what I show, because then it's just going to draw more attention. Let's see. Larry says Ben loves jugs. Yeah, we hadn't seen him in a while. Ed says I think it's the freedom you give people on here, and the trolls don't know how to take it right. Right? Yeah, they don't. They don't, because we don't let them bother us. We don't let them. We don't let them have the upper hand. We reverse it and shoot it right back at them. Blake says, me too, Larry. And Fred says, pies look amazing, Virginia. So he got the pictures. John says, did you get to see any headlights? John, are you even paying attention, John? Lordy, bless your heart. Ed says, what about that school desk on the wheels? Yeah, I showed that. Ed. I showed that. I was just talking about the lawnmower because I didn't get to see that except on Facebook. I didn't get to see that in person. Leslie says, John, did you not see the titties? And Fred saying, hey to Kentucky Leisure. Blaine says, your video will hit 6,000 views soon from Saturday. Laugh out loud. I know it, Blaine. I saw, let's see, was it this morning where it was up some more. I can't remember how many it's got right now. I think it was at 5K, I think, last time I checked it, but that was this morning. Riley says, I hope you do Jeep Invasion live this year. I hope Jeff goes live during Jeep Invasion also. I like his commentary. Yeah, he will. Right now, I don't know as far as me. That's all I'm going to say right now. Just everybody stay tuned. That's just all I'm going to say. Let's see. Kentucky Leisure saying, hey to Fred. Virginia says, I have the recipes if you want them, Fred and Connie. The pumpkins from an old one that mother-in-law gave me years ago. Candace says, it's because we're family in here. That's right, Candace. Hey, Frog King Tom says, this troll enjoys Tootsie and Jeff. It's okay, too. I appreciate that, Tom. Blaine says, that upside-down car was unique. It was. I finally got to see it. I got told about it and then finally got to see it. Scott saying, what's up, y'all? Hey, Scott. Hey, buddy. I'm glad y'all had fun on y'all's cruise. I'm telling you, Scott, y'all had me I told Blaine last night on VR. Between you and him and Amber, y'all had me in tears again Sunday night. I mean, all them stories y'all were telling, Lord have mercy. Everybody saying hey to Scott. Riley says, where are the jugs on Saturdays live or Friday? Saturdays, Riley. Well, you saw them, Riley. I think you made a comment about it, I thought. But it's on Saturday night show. If you go down in the comments, Riley, you'll be able to find it real quick. That's all I'll say. Virginia says, I like that, Blaine. And everybody's saying hey to Frog King Tom. Fred's saying hey. Frog King's saying hey. Blaine's saying hey. Everybody's saying hey right now. Let me get caught up here. Everybody's saying hey to everybody right now. Riley says, I'll have to go back and watch it over again. And you don't have to, Riley. That's up to you. I mean, you definitely don't have to watch the whole thing. And if you get on there and look, you'll understand why I'm saying you don't even have to watch the whole thing. Because I had to warn, just in case parents with the kids and stuff, I needed to throw up a warning of when that mess was going to happen. Everybody's saying hey to everybody right now. Fred says, hearing all those stories was painful, Scott. Laughing in pain, that is. Candace says, if you're looking for the titties, go to the end of the video and scroll back 10 minutes. Jeff saw the titties back to Solly. Candace. Blaine says, speaking of VR, the wife has spoken. She's ready to play. Y'all have a good one. Hey, I'll see you in a little bit, Blaine. I'm getting ready to hop off here, too. Frog King's Tom saying hey to Virginia. Candace says, Jeff was like, well, time to go home and take care of Tootsie now. Yeah. And it's only, because I've been live here lately, a little, more than I normally am. Scott says, that was horrible about the guy from Indiana. Yeah, I know it, on the scooter. That was, Scott. Dude opened up a door, and I guess he was going down the edge of the road there next to the sidewalk. And I guess he had to have been going at a pretty decent speed. And when that door flung open, it caught him. That's the only thing I can figure out. It's what they said on the news. Everybody's saying goodnight to Blaine. Blaine saying bye to everybody. Scott says, Fred, we had a blast and every day was full of laughter. And I'm sure it was, Scott. I can only imagine. Riley says, Frog King, I have a screen recording of Sean's live when I asked him where his scooter was and his reaction. And Blaine says, I'm full of gas, Scott. So yeah, but I survived it though. I survived this past weekend. Everybody's pretty much gone now. Pigeon Forge is back to being a little bit quiet, where you can be able to get around real easy and everything. Let me flip the camera around here and cut some lights on. Come here, Toots. Come on, we're gonna tell everybody bye. I know you're ready to eat and everything. Come on, get up here. Come here. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? That's the only way I can get her up here. All right, sit right here so we can tell everybody bye. Scott says plenty of gas, Blaine. Anyhow, hey, thank y'all for coming in tonight. I enjoyed it. Hope y'all did too. Tried to give you a little bit of a different view again as far as for the live show. As far as next week goes, not sure if I'll be live or not. I got stuff that I'm going to be doing next week. And if I do go live, y'all will find out then. But if I don't, then it'll be the next week. So I guess just sort of, if I do go live next week, it'll be normal time. I'll do 7:30. Then that way y'all will know whether if I'm going live or not. Because if I'm not live by 7:30, then you'll know that I'm not going live next week. I'm going to be busy more than likely. So I'll probably end up having next week off. But then the next week though, I'm pretty sure I'll be live that week. More to come on that. But thank y'all for coming in. Love each and every one of y'all. Tootsie says she loves all y'all. She loves all the comments that we get to read and stuff. And if I don't see you next week, I'll see you soon though. Lord willing and the creek doesn't rise. And thank each and every one of y'all again. We love you. Until next time. Bye everybody. Alright, you can go over and lay down now. We're headed back. Yeah, we're headed back. I'll give everybody time to say good night to everybody.